And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Tiernan Center in Richmond as we bring you the 12th annual Bob Wettig Memorial Tournament. We move on to the winner's bracket. 4 games in the books earlier today on the consolation side, and now we head to the winner's side. Game 1, it's Bloomington South and the Seton Catholic Cardinals. Great to have you with us as we get set for what could be an interesting ball game. Brendan Evans, Troy Derengowski. Cardinals win last night, I should say yesterday morning, it seems like last night. They had an overtime game in which they won. They beat Lighthouse East 79-78. I think maybe the Cardinals thought that game might be a little bit easier, but that's pretty good athleticism that you see in Lighthouse East. And on the other side of the bracket, when you look at this team that they're going to play next in Bloomington South, they put 102 points on the board against a crew team out of Illinois that I thought was pretty good as well. So odds are, you're looking at a game today that most people think that the Cardinals have no chance of winning, but you never know when a small school like this gets an opportunity to play a big school like Bloomington South.
Right, and we saw that earlier during the last game. I can't remember what the school was, but I didn't think they had any chance of winning. Lighthouse South put up a great game against Richmond yesterday. They're basically a team of super athletes.
Yeah.
Almost everyone on that team can either dunk or hit a layup from any angle.
Yesterday, Moynihan, by the way, speaking of the Cardinals, before we take a break and get ready for this one, Moynihan, 23 points, 21 rebounds. They're going to need a gargantuan effort out of him again in this one if they plan on winning this game. You know, but the Cardinals take the right attitude about this. You know, they know that they're not supposed to beat these teams, but they also know they get 4 valuable games that will help this team when tournament time rolls around, because I can guarantee one thing. When you play teams in this tournament and they press and they come after you, they rebound, you're not going to see the same thing in a 1A sectional tournament than what you're going to see here against these 4A teams. It's got to be a huge benefit.
Yeah, there's a couple more benefits to it too, but that's really the main one that Seton's really looking forward to tonight. Well,
Bloomington South, as we mentioned, 102 points in the win yesterday. They were very impressive, and they've got guys that can score from everywhere. Adam Graham had 20 points. Joey Bomba finished with 12. Anthony Leal, who's a guy that this guy can shoot it from the outside. Guy 6'5", a junior. He's going to be recruited, I think, by some either mid-majors or guys that, in fact, if he has another year to develop as a player. He had 20 points yesterday. So good balanced scoring, good athletes, and it's going to take a great effort defensively for the Cardinals to beat the Panthers here tonight. Again, the Cardinals, though, without Trent Reichley, he's missing the entire tournament. He's a double-digit scorer for the Cardinals, but again, he is out with that shoulder injury, so they will not have his services tonight here as well. We're about 3 minutes away from the introductions here tonight in the opening game of the winner's bracket. We'll follow this game with Connorsville and Zionsville in our 5:30 contest. Greensburg and Cathedral, that might be the game of the night. They play at 7 o'clock this evening. And then Richmond and Portage, the final game of the night. That is an 8:30 tip-off time. All these games here at the Tiernan Center. There are more games going on in the consolation bracket at IU East, including we saw the Illinois crew team put up 94 points earlier this afternoon against Lighthouse East, so they play against Indy Homeschool at 6 o'clock, and then Indy Northwest Homeschool, they'll take on Tinley coming up at 7:30, and the other games going on, Lighthouse East and South Bend Adams Franklin and Lighthouse South, they're all playing out at IU East. We will come back in just a couple of moments. The tip-off is coming up in just a moment right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
We check 'em better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Back here at the Tiernan Centers, we get set for tonight's matchup. The Cardinals, after winning last night, or yesterday afternoon, I should say, over Lighthouse East 79-78 in overtime. Here's how the Bloomington South Panthers will line up. Anthony Leal, a 6'5 junior, number 3. Grayson Rowland is a 6'2 senior wearing number 5. Joey Bamba, 6'4 and a sophomore, number 11. Noah Yeager, 5'9 and a junior, number 15. And Adam Graham, 6'5 and a senior. He wears number 21. Cardinals go with Nick Berger, 6 foot and a senior, number 5. Sam Brannicky, 6'2 and a senior, number 10. Adam Deich, 6'2 and a senior, number 11. Jake Moynihan is 6'4. He is a sophomore. He wears number 21 as the tip will be won by the Panthers. And Vinny Falcone gets the start, a surprise, 5'11 and a senior for the Cardinals here tonight. Winner advances to the 11:30 semifinals tomorrow. Bloomington South, 102 points on the board yesterday. Here's a 3 on the way. That's good. Anthony Leal off to a good start. The Cardinals will have to find a way to get on him. He's long and really stroke it from the outside. It's a good start for Bloomington South. Moynihan off the drive. Lost it in the air on the way up. Bloomington South in transition. They try to run that ball quickly. Ball turned over by the Panthers, their first turnover. Here come the Cardinals. Here's Brannicky in the lane. Shot no good. And the rebound by Rowland. Here come the Panthers. They're going to waste no time. So far, we're up and down the floor in the first couple of possessions. Lob pass underneath. Moynihan on the guard. Here's Leal in the corner. No. And the rebound, Moynihan. Moynihan coming off a 23-21 ball game yesterday. Of course, a couple of those rebounds he got. There's a travel on Nick Berger. A couple of those rebounds he got on his own missed shots. So one thing they want to make sure he does is finish around the basket.
And really a big thing for coaches, if you're going to miss, you better make up for it.
You better make it. Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. Get it back and score. Panther basketball. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Bamba. Bamba gets it back, the assist to Leal. Bamba with his first two. And it's a 5-0 lead early. Cardinals are not a great scoring basketball team as Berger loses that out of bounds. Yeager going for the steal. But the Cardinals have played some pretty good basketball. They went to Hagerstown and beat the Tigers up there for the first time in the school's history. Cardinals back once again as they'll work man-to-man. Here is the three on the way, good. And there's your leading scorer, Sam Brannicky. Brannicky averaging nearly 20 points per game. It's 5-3. Cardinals will stay zone. They like to play the zone. They have the bodies to match up, especially against the smaller schools that they play. As again, Seton is a 1A team playing the Blue River sectional. That is Anthony Leal. Leal gets it back outside, will drive in the lane, leans in and scores. Leal now with 5. And so far, good start here for the Panthers. Bloomington South, one of those teams that you might want to keep an eye on as they continue to try to advance. There is Moynihan trying to get the shot off, and he's going to be fouled. They're going to get Leal. I say the Panthers are kind of a dark horse because everybody's talking about Zionsville, Greensburg, Cathedral, of course, Richmond after their win last night. Nobody really talking much about the Panthers yet. So Moynihan at the line. And Jake will try it again. 7-3, 5:11 remaining. Moynihan back in for number 2, and that gets stuck. Now, that is rare that you see a free throw that'll get stuck between the rim and the backboard. That is considered a miss, by the way, in case you're wondering. So Bloomington South basketball. Yeah, that's right. Well, he almost made it. Now, the possession is in favor of the Cardinals, though. That's the key. That is really a jump ball situation. But the officials say, wait a minute, we'll go ahead and give it back over to the Panthers. 7-3.
Which means next jump ball should go to
It will go to the Cardinals. But the possession arrow was in favor of the Cardinals. I don't know if somebody changed it from Bloomington South over, but here's a three by Bamba, no good. Rebound put back. There is Adam Graham. And the Cardinals will have to rebound better. They're a smaller team in this one. Cut off on the drive, Brannicky. Here is Moynihan off the drive, lost it. Near a turnover, Cardinals get it back. Brannicky trying to look inside to Moynihan again. This is a kind of a signature game for the sophomore. Moynihan plays against smaller competition. It'll be interesting to see how he does. The turnaround jumper, no good by Brannicky, but an offensive rebound, turnover Cardinals. 2-on-1 break back the other way, and the assist will go to Leal. Basket good by Grayson Rowland, and he'll go to the line. Moynihan picks up the foul. I was talking about Moynihan. Again, he plays against smaller players in single A, so I think this is kind of a signature game for him to see how he competes against players in 4A basketball. Grayson short. Moynihan able to snatch the rebound. 11-3 coming up on the 4-minute mark. Berger will find Brannicky for 3, short. Battle for the rebound. Moynihan had it for the moment. Here come the Panthers once again. Down the lane, left hand, good. Graham with 4, and the Cardinals need a timeout. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Bloomington South leading it by 10.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hey, a reminder, tonight's game brought to you in part by Richmond Area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken. And Wednesday, the turkey breast. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Cardinals trail it by 10. 4 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. Leal with 5, Rowland 2, Bamba 2, Graham with 4. Brennicky has the only basket so far for the Cardinals. And now the Panthers, a little full court trap. Cardinals break it easily. By the way, Switterick is in the ball game. Jaden Switterick, the junior guard. That is Switterick off the drive and can't get the shot to fall. Rebound Leal. Here come the Panthers again. Leal stops, fires, and hits it. He is a sharp shooter. 6'5", a junior and a guard, and he has 8 points. And one thing the Cardinals will have to do, they're going to have to get out and challenge his shot a little bit better than they have so far. That's Moynihan off the drive, and he'll go to the line. So Moynihan will step to the free throw line for the second time. Grayson Rowland picks up the foul. Moynihan is 0 for 2. 3:18 remaining. And that one goes down, so Moynihan gets on the board for the first time. Second free throw here by Moynihan, and that is short. And the rebound by Graham. Still a 12-point lead here in the first quarter. Panthers being patient here against the zone as the Cardinals now get more size with Jacob Royer and the 6'6" senior. On the high post, Leal reverses it. Panthers attack, and there is a block shot inside by Jacob Royer as he gets a piece of Graham right there. Cardinal basketball, Berger. Now to Moynihan. Moynihan in the lane. Now with the left hand, leans, misses, ball tipped in the air, coming away with it, Anthony Leal. Now for Bloomington South. Panthers basketball at 2.5 minutes remaining in the quarter, and we've got a foul call against Berger. I think those two hit knees, Yeager and Berger. So Nick Berger picks up his first. Going to make a change right here coming into the ball game now for the Panthers. Connor Hickman, a 6'2" sophomore. And leaving the game is Yeager. Again, a hit knees with Nick Berger, so he comes out of the game. Off the high screen, that's Rowland. Here he is again, Leal. This time, that one hits off the top of the backboard, nearly went in. Moynihan going after the rebound. Brennicky comes away with it for the Cardinals. Brennicky gets trapped, and we've got a foul call against the Panthers yet one more time. So Rowland just picked up his second. 2:10 remaining now here in the quarter, and we're going to see a change as Maddox Blackwell, a 5'9" sophomore, comes in. So Rowland sits down with the 2 fouls. And the Cardinals trying to get something going here on offense. So far, it's been Brennicky with 3 and a single free throw by Moynihan. Here's Berger. Moynihan, top of the key, 3, good. Moynihan. Now with 4, second three-pointer now by the Cardinals. They're down by 9. Leal gets the quick cover up. This shot 3 from the right side, no good by Hickman, and we've got a rebounding foul. That's going to go against Joey Bamba, and he picks up his first. Hey, Cardinals hanging right in there. So now 1:40 to go.
I think something big for the Seton is going to be trying to stay into the ball game and trying to keep the gap smaller than at least 10.
Well, they got it at 9 right now. There's Moynihan on the drive with the right hand, good, and the ball got stuck in the netting, so they'll have to get the net taken care of, and they do so. Thank you, Anthony Leal. Moynihan strong once again, so it's all of a sudden a 7-point ball game. Cardinals hanging with the Panthers here in this quarterfinal matchup. Panthers work it out front. Trying to go inside, and they will. Basket good. Boytoid Graham is strong around the basket as well. Cardinals got sucked out away from the rim as Berger loses it. Second turnover. Here come the Panthers. Off the run, the missed layup, and missing it was Hickman. Rebound Cardinals, trailing it by 9. That is Brannicky way out front. See if the Cardinals, they're going to look to play for one right here. Cardinals want to win this game. They certainly would love to see this ball game in the 40s and 50s, not in the 60s and 70s. Switterick driving, lost it. Royer inside, turns and is fouled. Looked like that may be Graham. Nope, take that back. We'll put it on Joey Bamba. That's going to be his second. So Rowland has 2. Bamba has 2. Yeager is going to come back in, and we're going to see Jordan Meeks.
And so far tonight, Troy, Cardinals have really struggled to get inside the paint. So I think drawing the fouls are going to be huge for the Cardinals going into the rest of the game if they continue to struggle, because they've got 9 points right now. 6 of them were from from a three-point line, and 1 of them were from a free throw.
Royer missed them both. So now the Panthers will play for 1. Well, on paper you would say it would be all Bloomington South, but the Cardinals hanging tough. Though I'm not sure they've got enough offense by the time it's all said and done. The floater. Royer nails the shooter, and we're going to go to the free throw line with 4.2. Yeager hurt his knee a little bit ago. This time he took quite a shot from Royer, and he'll go to the line for 2. One thing, Royer is kind of a raw talent for the Cardinals. They love his defensive presence at 6'5" or so, though he looks small next to Jordan Meeks. Meeks, big kid. Free throw no good. Adam Deich will check in for the Cardinals, and Royer will sit down. Royer just picked up his first foul. Second free throw. And it's back to a 10-point lead. Cardinals, one last chance right here. And at the buzzer, in and out, and nearly made by Nick Berger. We will head to the second quarter on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Cardinals hanging in there. They trail it by 10.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
We're here at the Tiernan Center. This is the first of our winners bracket games here tonight. Bloomington South on top, 19-9. Anthony Leal with 8 points. Adam Graham with 6 leading the way for the Panthers. Cardinals are led by Jake Moynihan. He has 6. Sam Brannicky with 3. We didn't believe that the Cardinals certainly keep this game in realistic nature, knowing that this is going to be an uphill battle. But again, they have played relatively well here early. Here's Brannicky in the lane, missed it. Moynihan unable to get the rebound, and it will be Panther basketball. That was Jordan Meeks with a rebound for the Panthers. They've got a lot of weapons. That's one thing about it. You can't just concentrate on 1 or 2 players. They get good balanced scoring at 5 different players, either in double figures or 1 point away from double figures in a 100-point performance yesterday. Inside, Leal again. And again, you look at his body, how he can step outside and hit that outside shot at 6'5". It's awful hard to block. There's Berger driving. Berger right hand good. A little give and go between Berger and Adam Deich. And Nick Berger gets his first 2. 3-pointer on the way, good. There's Leal again. Leal, 20 points yesterday. Gets another 3 as Moynihan misses from 3. Bloomington South with the rebound. They're on the run again. Here's Meeks, the kick out. Leal, step back three again. Anthony Leal on fire here in the first half for the Panthers. Biggest lead now at 16. Switterick back the other way. He'll hit a three. So Switterick with his first points. And the Cardinals down by 13. Panther basketball. Good entry pass, quick release. That's Hickman. And so Hickman on the board as well. And they're well on their way to maybe getting another 100 here tonight. Berger driving. Ball was trapped on his arm, and they're going to say that is a turnover. And on the run the other way, Rowland scores. He has 4. And the Cardinals down in this one 31-14.
Troy, we're quickly seeing exactly why this team had 102 points yesterday playing that school from Illinois.
Yeah, they can really get out and get up and down the floor. Here is Adam Deich. His shot is off the mark. And a rebounding foul called against who? I think they got Meeks. So Meeks picks up the foul. By the way, Anthony Leal now with 16 points already here in the first half. Adam Deich will come out. Jacob Royer coming in. Loser of this game will have to play early tomorrow morning. It's a 10 o'clock start time. Here's a three on the way. Good. There's Brennecke. His second three-pointer. 31-17. Meeks between the circles. Now we'll find Leal. Lob pass to Meeks and a foul on Royer.
Troy, you mentioned just a moment ago the winner of this game had to play an early game tomorrow. And that's probably the worst part about tournament play because you have such these quick turnaround games. We saw the game yesterday go into double overtime, and one of the teams already had to play a game early this morning. And you got to think about the
Leal scores and he's fouled.
But you got to think about the emotional, physical aspect of re-healing yourself, getting ready for this next game, and then preparing yourself fundamentally to be able to come out and play at your best effort the whole game.
Moynihan will pick up his second, so he has to come out of the ball game. So now you have a guy who's averaging over 15 rebounds per game who will sit down, and Leal will complete the three-point play, and he is having himself a great first half. Now 19 points for Anthony Leal, and the Cardinals down by 17. Switterick, pull-up shot of the way, no. Rebounded by Rowland. Here come the Panthers again. Leal spots up, hits another one. Well, he's feeling it right now.
And that's actually a pretty deep spot to be taking a three, especially in high school. You don't see that very often.
He was a few feet behind the second line. 22 points down by Leal. 20-point lead as the Cardinals trying to get on track here, but it's going to be tough as Adam Deich on the drive. It goes out of bounds. Bounce pass intended for Royer. Well, as I said earlier, Josh Juergens is realistic about this. He knows that they're playing with house money, as he put it. They aren't really supposed to win any of these games. Berger gets fouled by Meeks. But the Cardinals, they had a nice run a few years ago when they were a very, very strong basketball team, and there was a real reason why at that time. A lot of these guys were on that team. They were seniors. They were freshmen. When the Cardinals came in here and beat Richmond and kind of shocked everybody, Desmond Bain, an all-star for the Cardinals, as that shot is missed by Berger. Now, they don't have a Desmond Bain-type player who's now playing at TCU, but they're going to be pretty good. I don't think there's any reason why they won't win that sectional again and maybe make a pretty good run in the tournament. Berger gets one of two. 37-18, 4:34 to go. Panther basketball. They look back inside to Graham. Good hustle by Berger. That is head coach Josh Juergens right there at the bottom of your screen. Cardinals will go 2-3 zone here. They'll extend it. Here he is again as Leal misses from 3, and the rebound by Royer. Dice trying to go right side to Swiderick, and there is Anthony Leal to knock that one out of bounds. But Anthony Leal now 22 of the 37 points put on the board by the Panthers. Swiderick coming up on the 4-minute mark. Swiderick on the drive, lost it. It goes out of bounds, but it'll stay here. Swiderick kind of tripped going down the lane. Swiderick coming back from an injury, had to sit out a couple of games. Again, the Cardinals without Trent Reichley, one of their double-digit scorers. Here's a shot from the top, no good. And Adam Dice tried to save that one from going out of bounds. It'll go back over to the Panthers. And the Cardinals will get a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Bloomington South leading this one 37-18.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
As we mentioned, the winner of this game will play tomorrow at 11:30 here at the Tiernan Center against the winner of Connorsville and Zionsville. Loser of this game will be tomorrow morning, and that will be at 10 o'clock here at the Tiernan Center. They'll play the loser of the Connorsville-Zionsville game, and Spartans are here. They're scouting which team they may play. Coach Kerry Brown does an excellent job with the Spartan basketball program. They'll be tough no matter who they play. Under 4 minutes remaining. That is Leal. Cardinals stay in a zone. One thing about this South team we saw last night, they can be very patient in the half court. Yeager off the side of the backboard, and the rebound by Berger. So Cardinals basketball. By the way, again playing now without Jake Moynihan. He has 2 fouls. Swiderick not afraid to shoot that basketball from there. Ball loose. Turnover Cardinals. That's their 4th. Here come the Panthers back the other way. Underneath in a reverse layup, no good by Graham. We tell you what, Graham got away with a little bit of a hook that time. But no whistle against Graham. And 3 minutes remaining now here in the second quarter. Swiderick thought about the 3. Dice, they'll back up on him, back to Swiderick. And without the inside presence of Moynihan, Cardinals don't operate quite as well. Brennecke now trying to break down the defender. Here is Dice on the drive, throws it up, misses. And here come the Panthers. Here is your guy right here, Leal. 24 now by Leal. Now a 21-point lead. Boy, Leal already surpassing what he had yesterday as Brennecke has it stripped out of his hands. It'll stay here with the Cardinals, and this will be Blackwell. Nope, take that back. That's going to be 25, Jalen Peck, who will now come in for the Panthers. Panthers in their road uniforms here tonight. Cardinals are the home team, and the Cardinals turn it over for the 5th time. Here's Leal. Lost it on the way up. He was going to pass it inside to Graham, and it will be Cardinal ball. Well, Leal saw Graham positioning underneath. 2:12 to go. Just had the ball come right out of his hands. Here is a downtown 3. That's going to be missed. That's a long-range 3 by Brennecke. Here come the Panthers again. They're out on the run. Royer changing the shot that time of Hickman, and it'll be Dice with the basketball. Dice leading it to Royer. Royer double team, kicks it back now to Dice. Here's another long-range 3, this time by the junior Swiderick. Cardinals one and done again. In the corner, 3-pointer on the way. That's off the side of the backboard, but the rebound put back good by Graham. Off the missed shot Blackwell. Again, just too many big guys inside for the Cardinals right now. And, of course, the Cardinals kind of settled for 2 straight long-range threes. If you're Bloomington South, you'll let the Cardinals take that for the rest of the night. 41-18. Here's Deich off the drive, and he's going to get fouled. So Adam will go to the line for the first time. Jalen Peck will pick up the foul. That's his first, and Adam to the line. Deich, a 6'2 senior. This is a senior-laden team. They will lose a bunch of pretty good players when it's all said and done. 7 seniors on this roster, and they play about every sport there is together because Seton, again, such a small school. Deich with his first 2. And we're coming up on 1 minute remaining in the first half. All Bloomington South so far. Graham posting up underneath, doesn't get it. On the high post to Leal. He'll reverse it. There's a block shot again by Royer. Graham gets it back, and he's going to get fouled. Royer may have just picked up his 3rd. If it's not Royer, it's going to be Adam Deich. It'll be Deich picking up his first. And the free throw by Graham, no good.
And Troy, that's something that's going to be huge throughout the rest of the game is both teams playing with foul trouble. Because you got Jordan Minks, that's playing with 2 or 3 fouls already, and
2.
He's a huge player for them so far, especially in the paint picking up rebounds.
And when you have a 21-point lead, it eases things a little bit. Cardinals get trapped out front with Swiderick. Swiderick gets it back, looks inside to Royer, and Royer scores. Now, believe me, Royer is not a scoring type of player, but anytime they can get some points out of Royer, it's all icing for them. So 17 seconds remaining, and the Panthers will go ahead and play for 1 right here. They're going to move Graham in the corner. 4 seconds to go. Better hurry. Ball loose. Turnaround shot is no good. Not executed well as Hickman misses it at the buzzer. We have made it to halftime. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Bloomington South on top of Seton 41-22.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond. Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU. Focused on you.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Greatest thing ever happened for Oscar Robertson. You learn to compete.
Basketball in Indiana has a special legacy. It starts with the coaches, develops with the fans, and ends with an amazing community support.
I think one of these days when you're done and you're retired and you kind of shelve that piece of your life, you can look back and be like, wow, that's really incredible.
To play in a state tournament, to be able to play in college, to be able to coach high school girls, and then to be able to see my son coach, basketball has been my life.
Any opportunity I got to play basketball, I played it. You know, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I love doing, and still today I love the game.
And every time Dad put me in, I think as a freshman, sophomore, there was booing. And then the exciting turnaround when I was a junior and senior, every time he took me out, he got booed. So those were fun times.
Basketball got me an education. Got me to be a worldly person as far as reading articles. Got me to be artistic and understand the cultures of the world, the ballet, the opera. It just opened up your whole mind and thoughts about things other than what you can reach out and touch.
Because I never dreamed of going to college, and basketball gave me the opportunity to not only go to college but play professional ball, and I've been around it my whole life. I'm 58 now, and I've been involved for a lot of years.
Where else can you walk around? I'm a 65-year-old man, and people say, George, oh, I remember you in '69 with your high school state championship team. I saw you at Butler. I mean, it's incredible. This is the only place here in Indiana that happens.
We're at the Tiernan Center here tonight, 41-22 at halftime. The Panthers on top, and your halftime report brought to you by Best Western Classic of Richmond. If you're planning on coming to the Richmond area anytime soon, make sure you stop at the Best Western Classic. You get the most amenities available, including indoor pool, fitness center, conference space, free buffet breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and, of course, a clean, quite comfortable room. Best Western Classic of Richmond, 533 West Eaton Pike. Panthers lead it here as you see the 19-point lead, good balanced scoring, but it has been Anthony Leal who's led the way thus far. Leal, 24 points for the Panthers. Adam Graham with 8 points in the first half. Grayson Rowland with 4. Connor Hickman with 2. Joey Bamba with 2, rounding out the scoring. And by the way, the Panthers just 1 turnover in the first half. On the other side, the Cardinals, Jake Moynihan with 6 points. Sam Brennecke with 6. 3 points by Switterick. Nick Berger with 3. Adam Dice with 2. And Jacob Royer also with 2. And from a foul standpoint, Moynihan has 2 fouls. Royer with 2 fouls for the Cardinals. And Meeks has 2. Rowland has 2. And Bamba with 2 for the Panthers. Stay right there. The second half is coming up in just a few moments. Cardinals have a ways to go in this one as they try to battle back from a 19-point deficit right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Finding just the right used car can be a daunting task unless you shop at Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. Hi, this is Troy Naragowski. I can guarantee you one thing. Tony's professional staff will help you every step of the way without all that pressure of buying a new car. Hey, I bought my last 2 cars from Tony's, and it has been a great experience every time. Tony's has lots of one-owner cars, SUVs, and trucks ready for you today. Tony's Car Sales, 250 National Road West in Richmond. Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
We are ready for the second half as the Cardinals again down by 19. I don't think there's any doubt about it. It'll take quite an effort. Something drastic would have to happen for Bloomington South to lose this game. But nonetheless, Cardinals still have a lot to play for just from the standpoint of the experience they're gaining. And I really think overall they played okay against the Panthers here today. They're outmanned, they're outsized, the quickness is there. But Cardinals, like I said earlier, they know they can use this for down the road, but still like to see them really compete in the second half.
Right, and I don't know if the Cardinals are really looking at this game as, well, we need to win this or our season's basically over. I think they're using this as a game to better themselves, like you said, down the road.
As we get ready for the third quarter, if Seton goes on to lose this game, as I said, they'll have a short turnaround time. They'll play at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning here at the Tiernan Center, and we'll have that game for you. If it were Bloomington South to lose tomorrow, we weren't planning on coming in quite that early, but it looks like it'll be the Cardinals in tomorrow's matchup as they'll be moved into the consolation bracket as well. Bloomington South basketball once again, as the young man right there is the guy to watch. See if Leal can continue to score. That shot in and out. Boy, that's about as close to going down as you could get there for Bamba. Adam Deich tried the reverse layup, and the basket good. Off the miss by Royer. Royer now has 4. And the Cardinals trail at 41-24. Cardinals playing this tournament. There's a shot on the way, no good, as Yeager can't get it to go. You know, the Cardinals playing this tournament about every year. And Bloomington South, they're going to get a quick timeout. I think they're going to try to get refocused. Their thought process is probably more toward tomorrow, whether they play Connorsville or Zionsville. That'd be an interesting matchup. As big as Zionsville is, if Bloomington South and Zionsville get together, not taking anything away from Connorsville because the Spartans will give Zionsville, I'm sure, everything they want. When you look at Bloomington South and how good they can be, they've got a veteran coach in J.R. Holmes. He's been around a long time. He's not going to let this team now all of a sudden become undisciplined, unfocused. It just doesn't work that way for J.R. Holmes' teams. If you've ever seen them compete over the years, they're generally very well coached. And that's why he got the quick timeout under the 7-minute mark. Berger running the point for the Cardinals. By the way, Moynihan in the ball game of those 2 fouls. They're going big with Moynihan and Royer. That gives them 2 6'6", 6'7" type players in the lineup, though. Look at their offense. Really forced way outside. Here's Moynihan on the drive. That's great defense by Leal. And Moynihan missed it, going for the rebound, and we've got a jump ball. I'll tell you what, I really like Anthony Leal. He plays good defense. We've seen what he can do offensively, but he did not back down at all from Jake Moynihan. So the Cardinals, after the jump ball, with the possession arrow. Good look here on the near side to Brennecke. Brennecke likes that screen, left-handed drive, high off the glass. Rebound, Royer, put back, yes. How about Royer? Royer now with 6. 41-26. First 4 points scored in the quarters. That ball goes out of bounds. You mentioned that earlier. Royer's not a guy who is, again, he's very raw offensively, but he can score around the basket if you give him a chance. And the Cardinals really like what he can do defensively and rebounding. That's why they really, when you have those two guys inside, and that's going to be a foul call against Brennecke, trying to get that block, and we're going to go to the free throw line for 3 now here for Leal. Brennecke came a little bit low that time, kind of caught Leal on the leg. Came down rather awkwardly. 25 now for Anthony Leal. He is now 4 of 4 from the free throw line, and when you got a stroke like that, it's all just in the technique, and he does it again. He shoots a lot like I do. 27 perfectly. You didn't know I was going with that, did you? 5:55 remaining in the third.
Never heard you talk so highly of yourself in my life.
You haven't been around enough. Here's Moynihan. Brennecke. They got away with a little shove right there. Here's Royer. Boy, Royer starts to make a move and then traveled. He would have been okay, but he kind of lost where he was on the floor right there, and the 2 Bloomington South players went away from him. And if he does a drop step right there, it's an easy layup.
I think he was pretty much expecting to have to fight off both men on the defense, and he just kind of
freaked him out.
Yeah, just kind of.
He's like, where'd everybody go? Bloomington South basketball. Cardinals really defensively playing pretty decent in this zone. Of course, you had Anthony Leal, the way he shot in that first half. That's hard to defend him. Here's Leal again. Not this time. And a rebound for South as Graham gets it. Outside, three-point bucket, good by Yeager.
Now, that was a pretty good defensive run for the Cardinals other than the last shot. But that's what they need to do for the rest of this game if they want any chance of winning or at least pulling it to a respectable score.
There's a moving screen by Nick Berger. Well, they're not going to win this game, but I think they'll think about tomorrow more than anything, how they can use this one here tonight. Into the ball game now will be Connor Hickman for the Panthers. You know, both teams will have a short turnaround time, because you'll win if you win or whatever tomorrow morning, and then you got to play again later on. So 2 more games tomorrow for both these teams. Ball tipped out of bounds. Good hands. Either Deich was there, Moynihan. You had Royer there as well for the Cardinals. 4:30 remaining now here in the third quarter. Our next game, Connorsville, Zionsville. Three-pointer good. Well, I'll tell you what, Roland can stroke it as well. He has 7. Grayson Rowland, 4 points in the first half. That's his first basket in this third quarter. Moynihan feeds it off to Berger. His three-pointer, no. Berger had a nice offensive game yesterday, but he's not an offensive-type player. Nice spin in the lane, good. That is going to be Connor Hickman. Their number is a little hard to see at that end of the floor. 52-26. They have that purple on their all-black jerseys. Royer, right hand, no. And the long rebound.
From up close.
Yeah, Yeager back the other way. Blocked as Leal tried to take it up strong. Moynihan got a piece of it. Cardinals back the other way. Here's Adam Deich.
That was just really good one-on-one defense.
Moynihan wants the basketball. And too late. Berger tried to feed it in a little bit too late. Not a really good angle that time for Berger as well. Probably take one dribble and go low with it. Let Moynihan use his body to block out the defender if he can get the basketball down low. 3:10 to go in the third. And Berger has it stolen away. Yeager with the steal. Bucket good. Yeager now 5 points. Berger behind the back dribble. Here's Adam Deich. Brennicke. He will back it away, and the Cardinals reset it again. Brennicke unable to get the drive in the middle. Now it'll be Moynihan. Now, one thing about Moynihan, he'll play out front. They need him to go down low. Berger throws it up and misses it. Rebound by Hickman. Back the other way, and running the floor is Yeager. 7 points. Cardinals not very good in transition defense that time. Timeout on the floor. 2:30 remaining in the third. It's all Bloomington South.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com.
2:30 remaining in the third as the Panthers opening up a 30-point lead. Cardinals wearing down, I think, a little bit now. They're a deeper, speaking of Bloomington South, they're a much deeper basketball team than the Cardinals. And again, the Cardinals just don't have the type of weapons in this one, but I think they're starting to fatigue a little bit. Cardinals got water all over the floor right there. By golly, during the timeout.
They did it on purpose for more of a break.
Trying to get a little extra time. Swederick is in. Swederick driving down the lane. Shot, no, gets it back, puts it in. Swederick, very confident player, now with 5. Bloomington South, the kick out, the 3, that's good. There's Hickman again. Well, the Cardinals, they probably feel pretty good about this. Of course, you go back to yesterday, the Panthers ended up with 102 points, and that's a blocked shot. You're still ahead of the game right now. You've only given up 59, so I'm hunting for some moral victories here. By the way, Meeks is back in. That's Meeks knocking it out of bounds. Well, that's going to be a foul, I think, on Meeks. Moynihan wanted that ball a little bit quicker.
That's going to be Meeks' third. And the problem with that is you really don't want him to foul out. You're going to win this game, but you really want him in there. That way he can, get some more playing minutes and really feel more comfortable going into the rest of this tournament.
Well, I think the one thing they'll do is they'll leave him in. He's certainly, when you're up as big as they are, he'll get plenty of playing time. Meeks just got away. Nobe did not. He got the foul call against Moynihan, who went to the floor. Well, Meeks has 4 now.
That's 2 back-to-back fouls, and now he's playing, as you just said, with 4, 1 more, and he's out of the game.
Yep. 145. After this, again, Connorsville, Zionsville, scheduled for 5:30. Moynihan on the drive. Meeks got him, and Meeks kind of gives him a look. Things getting a little testy now between Meeks and Moynihan. That foul against Bamba.
Meeks got to watch it.
I like a little spirit. No nastiness about it, as that shot short by Brennicky. Saved by Deich. Here come the Panthers.
It was a nice job keeping the clock moving.
You know, one thing about you got a couple of players that go back and forth a little bit as that 3 is missed by Rowland. But I like guys that have a little spirit. They weren't getting nasty with each other as Brennicky drives in a foul. Bottom line is both guys are passionate about what they do, and it's going to be a physical game at times down there in the low block, and sometimes you just got to know how to deal with it. Here is Brennicky at the line. Sam has not scored in the second half.
You see that a lot of times between schools like Richmond and Newcastle and other schools. Those are natural rivalries, but this one is not a rivalry at all because they don't play each other enough. But still, I want somebody to get in there and fight, and that's what Moynihan is doing, and that's what Meeks is doing. 8 points by Brennicky. They've held him under his average. He's at about 18 points per game. There's Meeks. He's 6'6", a junior. He doesn't get the playing time, as you mentioned, as much as he maybe would because you got Graham in front of him and, of course, Leal as well as he can play. There's Moynihan. Missed it. And we've got an official's timeout. I'm not sure if it was a fan that said something. It is. They've already given a warning to a fan behind the bench for the Cardinals, and so they told him to leave. You know, when you're down by 31, it's awful hard to say anything, but apparently that fan felt that he wanted to get vocal, so they told him he had to go. Well, he's not leaving yet. All he did is go to the little walk area down below us. He's going to stand there. Really makes you want to, it really makes you think what he actually said.
Well, it wasn't good, I don't think.
Down by 31, like you said, you don't have much room to talk, but
no, it's, of course, you know, sometimes emotions run a little strong in no matter what competition you see, but I don't think I've seen a call yet that would be that disastrous here in this ball game that would make that much of a difference. Off the screen, three-point shot, good. Well, that was
kind of like the Patriots, Indianapolis Colts with the deflated football. The Patriots were going to win that game anyways. Let's be honest. It's cold, hard truth.
Well, let's go ahead and get to the fourth quarter in the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Bloomington South on top by 34.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
Final 8 minutes of this one as Bloomington South with a commanding 64-30 lead. Cardinals will move on to the consolation bracket as they will lose this one here tonight. And again, as I said earlier, that is a 10 o'clock start tomorrow. There's another 3. A lot of changes now as Rowland hits the 3. He now is in double figures. I see a lot of changes only because the starters for Bloomington South pretty much out of the lineup right at this moment. Moynihan on the guard against Graham. Dyche can't hold on to it. It goes out of bounds. Now we're going to change that again as Anthony Leal coming back in. The thing I don't like about this, and I know that you want to make sure that your players get rewarded in a game, but I'd hate to see Leal get hurt or anything. This game well in hand and get him a little bit of rest, because I guarantee if they play either Connorsville or Zionsville, whoever it is tomorrow, they're going to need it. There's a steal by Brannicky, and Brannicky will take it himself, and a foul call against the Panthers. That will be Jalen Peck.
And really, you got to question whether this is a smart move by Bloomington or not, because like you just said, you either have to play a tough game against Connorsville or a tough game against Zionsville. There's really no win there, automatically. So in my mind, you'd bench your starters as soon as, 25, 30-point lead as they have now, or 36, I think. But you want your starters to be well rested for going into tomorrow.
Yeah, because you're going to play 2 games tomorrow no matter what.
Right.
Both free throws good by Sam Brannicky. Yeah, I know you could say, well, we got him in for conditioning and such, but he's pretty well conditioned. I don't think sitting him for 7 minutes in the fourth quarter makes a really big deal. He got away with a travel. Nice pass to Meeks. He does get another assist. Meeks now with 4. I'm always leery, though. I know that sometimes I sound like a old grandmother when I talk about that, but I get a little bit worried. You just never know when somebody ends a season because of a freak accident when you really didn't need him in the ball game, and that's what you're looking at right here with Anthony Leal. And, of course, he's not going to be able to take some time off, I think, tomorrow. That Zionsville team, if it is Zionsville, they're big and they're pretty good. That ball off the leg of Zeal. Nice save by Berger.
And you mentioned just a moment ago somebody ending their season with a freak accident when you really didn't need them in there. And that's what happened. That's exactly what happened with Richmond's linebacker Bryce Brown a couple years back.
Yeah.
He got hurt in the Connorsville game, and we really didn't see him back until late in the season, probably week 7 or 8 or so.
Moynihan with the miss. Meeks with a rebound. 6:07 remaining. There's Leal with the left hand, good. 29 now for Leal. I think it'd be even automatic right now. He's going to make the all-tournament team. Moynihan losing it. And that ball loose on the floor. Turnover Cardinals. That's number 7. Pass was intended for Switterick. Quaker should say the Cardinals able to get a tip right there. Cutting the lane and nearly getting that one to fall is Adam Graham. Graham has not scored in the second half. He had 8 points at halftime. Hey, I want to make sure it's clear, I'm not questioning Coach Holmes. Been around a long time and certainly knows what he is doing. But my selfishness is I want to make sure that if it is Zionsville tomorrow, I want to see both those teams at full strength. Yeah, that could be a heck of a ball game. I'm not taking anything away from Connorsville either. 72-32. 9 points now by Graham. Here's Brannicky. Can't find an opening against Jordan Meeks. Here's Moynihan. Nice job. He switched that with the right hand.
And really, Troy, Seton really hasn't had that many turnovers in this game. It's really just
7.
Just 7. Which, if you look at some teams at this point, I think Richmond had, around 15 yesterday at this point?
Yeah, they had a few. There have been a few teams that have had plus 20 even earlier today. Just a lot of
But it really hasn't been the turnover aspect. So I think they're fine there, but they need to work on getting more rebounds. And I get it, they're really getting beat in size and speed, but
74-30 for that last basket by Meeks. And we've got a foul call. And they may get Meeks. I'm not sure. I saw him at the last second down on the baseline, and he's almost acting like he is a little shaken up. So Meeks, well, actually, he fouls out. That's his fifth, but he looked like he was shaken up. He leaves, he fouls out. Meeks will finish with 6. Jacob Royer will come in for the Cardinals, and Brannicky misses the front end of the 1-and-1. 4:27 remaining. In the ball game now will be Maddox Blackwell, and we've got a traveling call against Brannicky. Bloomington South. I'm not the official scorekeeper, but I only have 2 turnovers for the Panthers. The only other team that has had less than 5 in this tournament that we have done so far was Franklin, who yesterday had only 4. Now, that wasn't certainly the same earlier today when they ended up losing to Indy Northwest Homeschool. They don't turn the ball over a whole lot. In the ball game now, Bloomington South making some changes. There's number 14, that's Peyton French. 4 minutes remaining. Baseline shot, no good. French there to clean it up. He'll get his first 2. Yeah, but think about this. You're facing a team that scored 102 points yesterday. You're not going to give up 102 today. Doesn't that make you feel pretty good, though?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, come on. Switter goes down. Here's French again with the left hand. Now, French keeps scoring like that. They might. Peyton French, the junior, now with 4.
They're only 22 points away from 100 points.
If they get 22, I'll run buck naked down Main Street. 3-pointer good by Switterick. I will not even do the next game. You can do it by yourself. I don't care how cold it is out there. They're not going to get 22
I think everyone's
more.
praying for them to just,
There is.
just give up the ball game.
Moynihan.
Just forfeit and walk out now.
Yeah. Better than seeing me naked down Main Street, that's for sure.
Or at all. No.
Yeah. 3:05 to go. There is Cody Dewing come in. Dewing is a 6'2 junior. Now Panthers will move on to the semifinals tomorrow. Now the question is, will it be Connorsville or Zionsville? They're coming up next. Air ball in the corner. Boy, I tell you, that's not a bad pass there for Brannicky, but too long for Switterick. Turnover number 9 for the Cardinals. We are done here. We'll wrap it up pretty quick. The next game's set for 5:30. You're going to see one of the bigger high school teams you're going to see around the state in Zionsville. Royer with a block shot. He has about 3 or 4 of those tonight. Here's Berger. Switterick, the 3. Got it. How about Jaden Switterick? He has 11. French, the floater, no. Moynihan with a rebound. Cardinals back the other way once again. Here is Brannicky. Looks underneath, turns it over. Pass intended for either Royer or Moynihan. 10 turnovers now by the Cardinals. 2 minutes remaining. There's a block shot again by Royer. That's got to be 4 at least for Royer. Switterick again. Here's another 3. Missed this one. Long rebound for the Panthers. And we're down to minute 47, and we've got a timeout. I think this is just a substitution timeout.
Subs are actually sitting there for quite a few minutes just waiting to get in.
Yeah, that's why
from
they get
that last free
out.
throw, ref was trying to stop the clock, and he shot it anyways.
Cardinals, certainly as we say, I think if they, I don't know, if I were a bet man, I'd think that Zionsville would win the next game only because of what we saw yesterday. You have, with all the size that they have, Connersville's really going to have a tough time countering that size. They do have Brown, who's at about 6'7", but Zionsville has so many guys. Moynihan shoots the air ball, saved by Berger. But if it is going to be Zionsville and Bloomington South, that's a pretty good semifinal. Of course, we're still looking forward to the other game tonight, Greensburg and Cathedral. That's going to be a good matchup.
Which, by the way, Cathedral JV beat Richmond over 74 points to 20-something.
Yeah, well, it was over that. It was 70-20 last time I saw it, but I take it was worse?
That was 4 minutes away from the end of the game. And then I went back in, and they had scored 4 more points in 20 seconds.
Wow. 54 seconds here. Yeah, there is a JV tournament that is a part of this.
The Joe Spicer tournament, I think.
I haven't really kept too much track of what's been going on over there. They had to play that tournament in here. Generally, they play that over at Dennis Middle School.
They're in the small gym today.
Yeah. Moynihan with a free throw. By the way, Moynihan only 2 points in the second half. That makes it 3. He had 6 at halftime, but he had to sit down for a little while because of foul trouble. 49.5 to go. Second free throw is good. So Anthony Leal, 29 points, leading the way for the Panthers. 6 points by Meeks. Rowland with 10. 10 points by Hickman. Shot is short. 2 by Bamba. 7 points by Yeager. French with 4. Graham finished with 9. 78-45, down to 20 seconds remaining. Sam Brennicky with 12 points leading the Cardinals here tonight. So, Panthers will advance. Semifinal matchup tomorrow at 11:30. Moynihan gets another block. 4 seconds to go, and this one is in the books. Final score, Bloomington South beats Seton 78-46. Cardinals will play again tomorrow morning. That'll be a 10 o'clock start time. They'll play the loser of the game between Connersville and Zionsville. Thanks for being with us. This has been the Wettig Tournament right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.